Here we are. We have arrived. Hmm. Hello, cause. Trying to figure this out. Just bear with me. Okay, I'm trying to figure this out. Hang on. Why you do this? Huh. Come on. Work with me here. Work with me. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay, we're good now. Everything's fine. We can calm down. We can move on with our freaking lives. All right. All right. So we're gonna play a little bit of Hollow Knight. Yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna. In just a second. Bear with me. No beat emojis I could use. No bear emojis. You messed up. You messed up. I saw you messed up. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Yeah. Maybe one day. Okay. Let's just get this dog a running. It was good last time I played it. Last I played it, it was good. So we're going to continue. I don't exactly remember where I left off. I think I was in the Green Path. I do wish it hadn't made everyone completely forget Salt Sanctuary. May Salt Sanctuary rest in peace. Because it's going to get even further buried whenever Silk Song comes out. Why is this open? I don't want you open. I want you closed. Open this, please. I swear I'm not frozen. My scene transition is taking forever. Hello. Hell frickin'. There we go. And then we have this. Let's get sound. Uh-oh. Don't do this to me. Don't do this. Come on. It's doing this to me. It's doing this to me. It really is. Today of all days. Are you going to behave? I don't believe you just yet. stuff is being very slow tonight. Woof. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, I'm frozen, too. That's awesome. Oh, I was frozen. Frickin' F, dude. Alright, looks like Al's coming with some anger. I could use that right now. I swear to frick, if Silksong doesn't come out before we finish descending into fascism and civil war breaks out, I'll probably just die in the upheaval anyway, but I'll still be really mad about Silksong. Shit, dude. I'm gonna sneeze. Okay. Bless, thank you. Okay. Here we go. Taking a break from drawing a fan art to celebrate the 3rd anniversary of Elden Ring tomorrow. Holy shit. 3 years. That's crazy. 1 second. Mute no more. Alright. But yes. Here we go. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Alright, you still can't see it yet. But it's fine because I'm gonna go... Wait, what is this? How far behind am I in the stream here? Okay, wait, no, you still can't see it, but... Burp. Excuse me. We may resort to a music stream if this doesn't work, but I'm just hoping it will. Oh, Jesus. Why? Why? Why are you doing this to me? I do not understand what's happening. The last couple times I've tried to stream, I think, I think the laptop here needs either to be thrown in the garbage and we get a new one, or there's something wrong with it, because it has not given me this much trouble in a while. I mean, yeah, I want to try this a little bit longer before I completely give up. Okay, like, alright, like right now it's up, but then I have to go here to get it to where you all can see it. And then by the time I do that and I get back to the screen, it's done shitted. Like that, it's shitted. Why did it shitted? Do we know why it shitted? Can we look up why it shitted? Huh. It done dookied on us, man. I don't really know why that is. I mean, I could just keep trying the same thing over and over again. But I believe that's the definition of insanity, right? And we're not crazy here, so... but I will try a couple more times. Just work. That's all you gotta do, is just work. Okay, I'm gonna leave it right here for a second. Okay. Currently, on my screen, it's working. But I know it's not on the stream yet. So what I'm gonna do, maybe if I minimize it real quick. Let me minimize it, perhaps. Okay. Just real quick. Don't you go nowhere, game. Don't you stop working. I see ya. You're trying to stop working, but I'm not gonna let you. You're gonna keep working until you're dead. Let's see here. Come on, click this. Boom. And then, okay, now boom, full screen it. And then boom. Come on now. It stopped. Okay. Alright, well, what songs do y'all want to hear? Mank. Mank, we're having some issues. We're having some real issues tonight. Yeah. I'm gonna need to do like some sort of... I don't know if something got downloaded or what the deal is, but the last couple streams, it has just not been wanting to work. I mean, the problem today is that I turn the game on and it runs, and then I go to my Streamlabs little OBS thing here, and I click the button to get it to where you all can see the game, and then when I do that, the game freezes. You know what, Al? You know what? I haven't tried that yet. Let me try that. Let me try it. Let me try it. One second. to hear that or see that. I'm a little snotty today. You can call me Snotty Pippin. Okay, come on. It's gonna work now. Okay, we figured it. Now it's gonna work now. Right? Right, it's gonna work. If I keep doing this. Let's see. It might go to a black screen for you all right now. Oh yeah, it will. It'll go to a black screen, but if I do this, if I keep pointing like this, and then I'm gonna keep pointing slower maybe, so it knows not to be afraid of me. I click this, and it okay, wait, hang on. And I click this, and I click this. Hey, puppy. Good job, Mank, on finishing Disco Elysium, man. Good job, dude. Freaking yes. W's, dude. Freaking W's, man. What's up, Star? Hi. Welcome. We're having a great time here. Because everything's just working, you know? Everything's just doing good. So, we're happy about that. We're happy that everything just works, you know? Everything's working fine. Can't stay. I'm watching Kevin play Avowed. Damn, okay. Loyalties. Understood. I downloaded Liza P last night after I finished the 3rd anniversary pick for ER. I'm going to try to play the game. That is actually not a bad idea. Damn. If I would have thought about that, I would have definitely played that tonight. Damn, I would have to download it though, and I don't think my stuff can handle me downloading anything right now. Alright, now we've given it time to think about what it's done, how it hurt us. Let's see if it'll work now. Play a little mind game with it. Tell it it's been a bad boy. It's been not listening to us. Why aren't you listening to us, sir? Freaking game. It's a small download, is it? Interesting. Interesting. One second. Problem is I get the game running on my screen and it's running, it's smooth, it works, it's nice. Okay? And then I press the button to make it so y'all can see it and it freezes. It freezes every time. So it's good, you know, if we're happy. I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but let me try something real quick. Real quick, like. Something real quick, like. What if I do this here? I'm just going to restart, maybe restart the console. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, but that's just what it is. That's what I'm going to do. I haven't asked if you were talking about your brain. Not nice. That's not nice. That's not nice. I don't.
1 hour.
I don't need this right now. I don't. I don't need it. It's not appreciated. Streamers.com, you need a space. He said hugs and kisses, yeah. The only thing that needs to hug him is some saran wrap around his head multiple times. In a video game, like in Minecraft. How's your day? It was pretty good. It's pretty good up until about how long has this been going on for? 30 frickin' minutes. Let's try it. Gifts at kids, you have glorious, voluptuous, wrinkly ass brain. Hell yeah. Very true. Okay. And that's it. And that's it. There we go. There we go. We're going to edit what category we are in for the stream, because we're not playing Hollow Knight, I guess. And beautiful eggplant. Hell yeah. Alright. Hey, it's me, but full screen now. Well, let's open up Spotify, because Spotify never hurts me. What am I doing here? What is it? What's my life? Here we go. This. What is happening? Oh, Spotify. Thank you, Spotify. Edit. F Hollow Knight. Done. Done and done. Let's try another game. It's not the game. It is the it's this. It's what I have going on right here. It just won't allow nothing to work. So, unfortunately, I need to get it figured out before Monster Hunter on Friday, because then we will have a real problem. But in the meantime, I'm sorry, Meg. I'm not mad at you, Meg. Just so you know. Okay. All right, give me a song as I blow my nose for the 50,000th play world. I don't have that downloaded, and again I can't. Yeah, good one. Go over here. Yeah, freaking told you I can't. Um, music. We could read a book. Y'all know any good books? We could read a book together. We could have a book club. Any bookies out there? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Fox and Socks? I was joking, but I love a good Dr. Seuss. Hop on Pop. Okay, we will listen to Undertale. Do we listen to Undertale while I read Fox and Socks? Come on, bruv. Come on, bruv. What's that then? If you can do this, I'll be so impressed. What do you mean? Oh, dude, I've read Fox and Socks so many times. Have I? There was one of the books that Little Jar liked a lot. I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, here we go. Undertale. Epic rock cover. We got a rock cover here. That requires YouTube, I imagine. Fox and Socks is I don't know if you've heard of Dr. Seuss. I don't know how worldwide Dr. Seuss is. But it's pretty much just like a bunch of rhymes. It's just like non-stop rhyming. Everything has to rhyme. You'll see what it is. You'll see once we get there. Go here. Oof, camera's being real shitty too, huh? That's good. Love that. Love that for us. everything is just being so bad right now. Everything's being naughty. You have seen Luda and Kevin Gates doing Llama Llama. Luda! Skipped frames detected. Yeah, no shit. You're telling me. Okay, Spotify, you have heard me for the last time. Undertale. What is this called? Hopes. Dreams Epic Remix. Remix Rock Cover. Let me clear my fucking schnauzer real quick. Hang on. I'm thinking mute myself and to blow my nose, and really I'm just like cranking it all the way up, and you just hear every chunky bit of nastiness come out of me. That's like, for anyone who's watched The Office, one of my favorite scenes is Michael Scott. So the thing is, they all have like, they're all mic'd up, right? They have mics on their clothes. And there's this one scene where Michael and his girlfriend at the time, they snuck into this stairwell because they wanted to do it in the stairwell, right? And she was like, "Can't they hear us?" And he's like, "Not if I turn this all the way down like this." And it was very funny. He got extra loud, and it was great. Okay, there are a handful. Candy, there are a handful of rock covers of Hopes and Dreams. There's one here that is Little V Mills on YouTube. There's one that is Falk 1. There is Family Jewels that does one of the versions. There is Ricard EB. Little V Mills. Okay, here we go. Get ready. This is Undertale Hopes and Dreams / Save the World Epic Rock Cover by Little V. And I'm going to read Fox and Socks. So, that's something that's going to happen. Here we go. Oops. Okay. Alright, here we go. Fox and Socks, ladies and gentlemen. The music's going to fuck me up. Okay, hang on one second. That is far too epic. I'm gonna read this first, okay, and then we will listen to that because that's a bop. All right, we have Fox and Socks. There is 6 pages. It's just like this. I don't know if you can make a, come on screen. Hey, look, it's me right here. Well, you can't see it, but anyways, here we go. Fox, shit, I fucked up. All right, that's the end of it. Good job. Here we go. Socks, box, knocks, knocks and box, fox and socks, knocks on fox and socks in box, socks on knocks and knocks in box, fox in socks on box on knocks, Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Holy shit. Genius. There you go. So it's that. We have a couple of these. Anyways. Now I can't see shit, dude. Okay. Oh man, this is gonna my brain's gonna not let me do this. You're sleeping, huh? Okay, here we go. Chicks with bricks come. Chicks with blocks come. Chicks with bricks and blocks and clocks come. Look, sir, Mr. Knox, sir. Let's do tricks with bricks and blocks, sir. Let's do tricks with chicks and clocks, sir. Dr. Seuss used to put me to... Oh, for real? Okay, I got you. First, I'll make a quick trick brick stack. Then I'll make a quick trick block stack. You can make a quick trick chick stack. You can make a trick clock stack. And here's a new trick, Mr. Knox. Socks on chicks and chicks on fox. I gotta zoom in. I gotta zoom in a little bit. That's much better. Here's a new trick, here's a new trick, Mr. Knox. Socks on chicks and chicks on fox. Fox on clocks on bricks and blocks. Bricks and blocks on knocks on blocks. Now we come to ticks and talks, sir. Try to say this, Mr. Knox, sir. Clocks on fox tick. Clocks on knocks talk. 6 sick bricks ticks. 6 sick chicks talk. Please, sir, I don't like this trick, sir. My tongue isn't quick or slick, sir. I get all these ticks and clocks, sir, mixed up with the chicks and talks, sir. I can't do it, Mr. Fox, sir. I'm so sorry, Mr. Knox, sir. Here's an easy game to play. Here's an easy thing to say. New socks, 2 socks, who socks, Sue's socks. Who sews whose socks, Sue sews Sue's socks. Who sees whose new socks, sir? You see Sue sew Sue's new socks, sir. That's not easy, Mr. Fox, sir. Who comes? Crow comes. Slow Joe Crow comes. Who sews crow's clothes? Sue sews crow's clothes. Sue sews socks of fox and socks now. Slow Joe Crow sews knocks in box now. Sue sews rows on Slow Joe Crow's clothes. Fox sews hose on Slow Joe Crow's nose. Hose goes, rose goes, nose hose goes some. Crow's rose grows some. Mr. Fox, I hate this game, sir. This game makes my tongue quite lame, sir. Mr. Knox, sir, what a shame, sir. Yeah, we're on page 3 of 6 right now. We'll find something new to do now. Here is lots of new blue goo now. New goo, blue goo, gooey gooey, blue goo, new goo, gluey gluey. Gooey goo for chewy chewing. That's what Goo Goose is doing. Do you choose to chew goo too, sir? If, sir, you, sir, choose to chew, sir, with the Goo Goose chew, sir, do, sir. Mr. Fox, sir, I won't do it. I can't say it. I won't chew it. Very well, sir. Step this way. We'll find another game to play. Bim comes, Ben comes. Bim brings Ben broom. Ben brings Bim broom. Ben bends Bim's broom. Bim bends Ben's broom. Bim's bends Ben's bends. Ben's bent broom breaks. Bim's bent broom breaks. Ben's band, Bim's band. Big bands, pig bands. Bim and Ben lead bands with brooms. Ben's band bangs and Bim's band booms. Pig band, boom band, big band, broom band. My poor mouth can't say that. No, sir. My poor mouth is much too slow, sir. Who is the bigger victim, Mr. Knox or the guy being pestered to eat green eggs and ham? We'll get there one day. We'll figure that one out. Well then, oh shit. It's... The times do not go well with these books. Just people's minds are too messed up now. But here we go. Well then, bring your mouth this way. I'll find it something it can say. Luke Luck likes lakes. Luke's duck likes lakes. Luke Luck licks lakes. Luke's duck licks lakes. Duck takes licks in lake. Luke Luck likes. Luke Luck takes licks in lakes. Duck likes. What is he? I can't blah such blibber blubber. My tongue isn't made of rubber. Mr. Knox, now come now. You don't have to be so dumb now. Hey, yo. Try to say this, Mr. Knox, please. Oh, God. Through 3 cheese trees, 3 free fleas flew. While these fleas flew, freezy breeze blew, freezy breeze made these 3 trees freeze. Freezy trees made these trees as cheese freeze. That's what made these 3 free fleas sneeze. Stop it. That's enough, sir. I can't say such silly stuff, sir. Very well then, Mr. Knox, sir. Let's have a little talk about Tweedle Beetles. Are we ready to hear about the Tweedle Beetles? What do you know about Tweedle Beetles? Well, when Tweedle Beetles fight, it's called Tweedle Beetle battle. And when they battle in a puddle, it's a Tweedle Beetle puddle battle. And when Tweedle Beetles battle with paddles in a puddle, they call it a Tweedle Beetle puddle paddle battle. And when beetles battle beetles in a puddle paddle battle, and the beetle battle puddle is a puddle in a bottle? They call this a Tweedle Beetle bottle puddle battle paddle battle muddle. And when beetles fight these battles in a bottle with their paddles, and the bottle's on a poodle, and the poodle's eating noodles, they call this a muddle puddle tweedle poodle beetle noodle bottle paddle battle. And now wait a minute, Mr. Socks Fox. When a fox is in the bottle where the Tweedle Beetles battle with their paddles on a puddle, on a noodle-eating poodle, this is what they call a Tweedle Beetle Noodle Poodle Bottles Paddled Muddled Duddled Fuddled Wuddled Fox and Socks, sir. Fox and Socks, our game is done, sir. Thank you for a lot of fun, sir. There we go. Now, this just goes to show you, you never know what to expect at any point in your life, okay? Because 8 out of 10, I'll take it. There were a couple hiccups. There were a couple of hiccups in that. So, 8 out of 10, I think, is generous. But you never know what to expect in your life. I showed up here today, and I was like, what am I going to do? My brain is thinking Monster Hunter Wilds. It's not out yet. So I'm looking through the catalog, and I'm like, you know what? Hollow Knight is a chill, relaxing time. I love reading that because I can do it perfect. It's a big flex. If I wasn't so sick, I'd have done it perfect too. So. It was easy. The hardest part. Let's see. What was the hardest part for me? The the bim and the bim and the ben. That part sucked. And the I struggled with, even though it was a very short part. The Luke like licks. Didn't care for that too much. Gotta say, didn't care for it. But I think I did okay. See, I haven't read that damn book in forever. That was the first time I read it in years. A tweedle beetle doodle puddle bottles battled muddled duddled fuddled wuddled fox and socks, sir. I remember you show me, Mank. I legit was a. I said diabolical and you dismissed me and got whooped on the book. I did. Mank, you are so smart. There is, and it is glorious. It's the Monster Manual, and it is so good. It's got so many creatures in it. Let me get this set up real quick, because there's no way we can mess that up. Okay. Because I've had. I'm glad you reminded me, because I've had the idea to look through it, and then we can, like, we being me, tell stories of just, like, because I've been DMing for I've been DMing for 5 years now. So I've got a small history with this game. And so I have some stories to tell about some of these monsters in this game. Alright, let's see here. First, let's get it to where you all can see the gosh darn thing. Let's go here. 5 years, bro. I'm still thinking about these cool sea guy druid. Oh yeah, oh yeah. The the circle of the sea druids. Yeah. All right, now let's go here. Make sure I got my porn closed. Okay, we're good. Cause y'all are about to see a damn web browser. Hold up. Okay, click that. Click that. Okay, here we are. Now let's see if I just big screen this. Let's see. Hang on. Let me see how this looks on the stream. Let me close this. Oh, that looks okay. That looks good. All right. What is this? Go away. Shoe fly. How do I make you go away? Can you go away? Go away. Hello? Go away. Escape. Why are you here? What do you do? What? Oh, you can't even see that. Have a little drop box right here. It's not going away. Oh, now it's going away. Now you're going away. All right, here we go. Starting off, it's alphabetical order. So let's do this thing. We got the Aarakocra. Now, the Aarakocra are basically bird people. Okay. Oh man, currently my face is in the way. Let's see here. I don't know why my stream is very delayed on my end. But okay. So you kind of see them there. They're bird people. No. So this whoops. So some of these that we're gonna see, some of these are evil. They're just like ruthless creatures, right? Some of these are just things that live and that you could potentially fight. The point of this book is that there's going to be things in the game that your players could potentially fight. And if they're going to fight them, then they need to have stats so that the DM can turn to the stats and be like, okay, this is how these creatures work. Now, I don't know if you can kind of read it here. It says medium elemental. And that's the elemental is the type of creature they are. And then here you see it says neutral. Neutral, that is their alignment. Alignment is in certain D&D groups a big deal because that is how their moral alignment. So there's, if you think about it, there's good and there's evil. And then in the middle there's neutral. So that means usually neutral means that they're kind of like humans. It just depends on the human. So for the Aarakocra, it just depends on the Aarakocra. They could be good people. They could be, because Aarakocra, you could be an Aarakocra as a player. That's a race of things you could be. That's right, Mank. Matter of fact, in our last D&D session, our group met an Aarakocra, and they're like a scholar. They were like a smart person working for this academy, and they met them out in the wild. So yeah, Aarakocra. These are usually you won't fight them as like a. These are from the ones in my brain. These are like civilized things. They're like humans or elves or something. They have their own thing. Posted something in the Discord. Let's frickin' see it. Memes. No one is on page 206 of the Monster Manual like Gaston. Oh shit, that is him. Look at that. It's the werewolf, I guess. Sick. Okay. Moving on from Aarakocra, we have the Aboleth. I hear you like Bloodborne. I hear you like cosmic horror. Say hello to the Aboleth. Look at this fella right here. Uh-huh. Can I know you all can't see, but I have a damn Dropbox on my screen here, and it will not go. Oh, there it goes. It went away. All right. This is an Aboleth. Now, you can kind of get a size comparison. You see this fella right here. It says a gnome cultist consults an all-knowing Aboleth. Now, in our last campaign, the players fought one of these. And basically, this is the first time I've seen them look this way. This new art is badass. They're usually depicted as like a serpent-looking thing. Well, yeah, let's read about it. The all-knowing. In aquatic abysses, Aboleths dream of dead empires. Give me a second. You want it? I have the charger right here. Aboleths dream of dead empires and orchestrate plots that unfold across ages. These elusive amphibious immortals physically and mentally overwhelm their victims and transform creatures with a slimy, aberrant infection, reshaping other beings to serve them beneath the waves. So they're kind of like, what's that guy's name? Oh, I'm having a huge brain fart. What's Cthulhu? They're like Cthulhu, but on a, I would say, on a much smaller level. And it's cool in the book, because this book is mainly, I would say, for DMs, people that are running games. And so here, if you want to have an aboleth in your game, it has right here, aboleth schemes. And so there's different schemes you could have for your aboleth. I know Cthulhu's a god, like he's a god, but I'm saying, like, that's what I'm saying, on a much smaller level. It said you can have the aboleth seek to accomplish incomprehensible plans that lead it to act in seemingly random ways, open a gate to the distant past or future, releasing an invasion from another time. You fought an aboleth is when we were in Netherdeep, when you were in Kael Morrow swimming. It was the one that had the axe in its mouth, and it had the ruidium stuff growing on it. Aboleth. CR10 creature. You can dominate your mind. It's got a mucus cloud. A lot of psychic stuff this guy does. Moving on. There's like hundreds of creatures in this book. So we've only went through 2. So we have the air element. Oh, and we can see here, what's the aboleth is lawful evil. So if you find an aboleth, they are most likely up to no good. Air elementals. Pretty basic. The elementals are pretty basic, I think. They're neutral. They don't really have they're not good or bad. They just out there blowing wind around. And there's the art form right there. You can kind of make out what it is. Does this help? This does help. You can kind of see it. The Animal Lords. These are new. These are for our... I mean, to be honest, people that are into furries. That's what these are. No other way around it. That's just what it is. The art here shows like a cat and a wolf person. But it says here, among the best known animal lords are those that represent cats, hawks, lizards, and wolves. Let's see, we have bear, a bee, a bison, a capybara, a carp, a rabbit, a rooster, a sloth, a stag, a vulture, alligators, badgers, bats, cats, hawks, mongoose, praying mantis, shark, snake, wolf, coyote, crow, elephant, lizard, mouse, owl, salmon, spider, turtle, whale. They could be anything. And Animal Lords, so shit, dude, CR20. These are like end game bosses. Animal Lords are immortal spirits of legendary animals. They serve as the divine protectors of animals of their kind. Okay, so there are not... So, we look here. The Animal Lord Coyote. There is one Animal Lord Coyote. The Animal Lord Coyote is the lord of the coyotes. So, and they appear as hybrids of humanoids and the animals they defend. They frequently change into giant idealized versions of the animals they're associated with, albeit with glowing eyes. When contending with people, they sometimes appear as human-like beings with subtle animal-like features. That don't look subtle, that's a straight-up animal. No matter their appearance, animal lords exhibit the instincts and predilections of the animals they represent, tempered by their intellect and experience. So pretty much, if you are an animal, then there is an animal lord that watches over you. Good to know. Next, we have animated objects. We fought some animated objects in Resident Evil 4 with the armors, the knights that attacked us. We can see one right here. Animated objects can literally be almost anything. We see here, there's a floating sword. You can just be attacked by a floating sword. A rug. We see a rug right here. A rug can come to life and smother you until you're smothered. And then, yeah, like a suit of armor could just become animated. You just fight a suit of armor with no person in it. Pretty crazy, dude. Next, we have on-kegs. Our group, in our current game, has seen a couple of on-kegs recently. These are some big ass, just pretty much think giant ants that can burrow in the ground, and they're fast underground. They're huge. They're like as big as a house. They're large monstrosity. Big bugs. Yep. They burrow. They can spit acid. Basically, they're a good time. Next, we have the Arcanoloth. I've never used an Arcanoloth in my life. Arcanoloths are fiends, so they are from the lower planes. Think hell, the abyss, not good places. You can see here, their habitat, the lower planes. Think about heaven and all the good places that people go when they die are the upper planes, and the bad places are the lower planes. It looks like a wolf, yeah. These are neutral evil creatures. While all Yugoloths are fiendish manifestations of wickedness and greed, Arcanoloths bend their considerable intellects toward hoarding and exploiting secrets. They then deploy these secrets to ensnare countless victims and lesser villains, beguiling foes with false promise and powerful magic. So basically, they're just sneaky little demons. Next, we got the Arch Hag. Basically, very, very, very strong witches. You think about the witch in the woods, that's what the hags are. This is an arch hag. This is the most powerful hag you could possibly find. And in this book, they made it so hags can be dudes. Before, they were exclusively women. Evil, I would say yes. Most likely they're evil. Let's see. Evil. Neutral evil. They're mean. And think about all the story tales. The story tales? What? All of like the fairy tales of hags. You go and find. You meet a hag in the woods, and she's like, "I'll make you a deal if you blah blah blah," and you go to the hag. You're like, I need your help with this, and she's like, okay, I'll help you, but you owe that hag something, and she will haunt you until you repay that debt. Ian just came on with a fresh fit, showing it off, talking about wearing it to tryouts. I said something about tryouts tomorrow, and he said they are today. We went back and forth, and I asked if he fell asleep because it's still night. He napped so hard he thought it was tomorrow. Damn, that's the tough sleep. Immortal and unpredictable, Archhags hoard secrets and strike magical bargains, altering fate to indulge their fickle whims. These timeless schemers pursue the secrets of the multiverse and work strange magic in pursuit of their inscrutable goals. So far, everything we've looked at, most of them have been like big deals. Like the Aboleth, the Animal Lords, the Arcanoloth, and the Archhag. Not all these monsters. Weird twin hag patron rip. Yeah, I know, right? Bummer. Good old Beatrix. And these ladies are CR 21. Whenever I say CR number, that means, let's say a monster is CR 5. That means a party of 4 players that are all level 5 should be able to take out the monster with a little bit of struggle, but they shouldn't die. The Archhag is a CR 21. The max level a player can get is 20. So if we're going by the rules of the CR, that means 4 max level players will find one Archhag very, very difficult to fight. And most likely someone will die. Now, players get very, very strong. So, I wouldn't be too worried about it. They have 333 hit points, which is a lot. But players are strong. They could beat them. We will get to the Demi-Lich, don't you worry. Next we have Assassin. And there's a lot of different creatures like the Assassin. This Assassin is just going to be a person that is an assassin. You think like bandit, knight, thief, wizard. These are just like I'm having a rough night. I don't know if you know this, Star. Right, so it being in the monster manual, I guess it doesn't need to be a creature. I mean, it's a creature the same way that I'm a human. I'm a creature. I'm an animal. You know what I mean? In the scientific definition. But basically, because in D&D, the players might not just fight monsters. There's going to be people in the world that are bad, right? That the players might want to fight, and sometimes these people could be assassins, and we'll see other examples of like people that the players can fight. But yeah, there's assassins, just your basic assassin, CR8. So this is a strong person. An assassin is strong. Yeah, it's pretty much just enemies. This book will be potential enemies. Next we have awakened plants. So these are plants that have awakened. They've awoke. This says, magic can invest plants with mobility, sapience, and even a voice. Spells such as Awaken or the influence of other planes of existence might bring mundane vegetation to life, while other remarkable plants might naturally have these features. Right, so this is a tree that has come to life and like could potentially talk to the players and maybe even move around. We have an awakened shrub and a tree. So imagine a shrub talking to you. Nice. Awaken my shrubs. The woke agenda. There you go. Next, we have axe beaks. These, Adam, you awaken my... Okay, so, next we have axe beaks. And we played in a game where axe beaks were used as beasts of burden. Think chocobos from Final Fantasy. That's kind of what these things can be used as. Yeah. They can be seen like pulling carts, people riding them like chocobos. Axe beaks are flightless bird-like creatures with distinctive axe-shaped beaks. Swift predators, they chase down prey and use their beaks to hack through foliage, protecting their quarry. Axe beaks live in varied environments. Colorfully plumed axe beaks race across tropical plains, while axe beaks with snowy feathers hunt the tundra. Axe beaks are difficult to train, but those hatched and raised in captivity can become reliable mounts. So there you go. You could ride one of these bad boys. And there's giant versions of them. So the normal ones are just large. So imagine like, you know, a little bigger than a horse. But then there's giant axe beaks that are like as big as as big as a house. You usually would not see them in... Damn. They often compete with dinosaurs and other giant beasts for territory. Imagine, so one of these things can fight a freaking T-Rex. Wait, that bird in Quest for Camelot is literally an axe beak. There you go. Kevin wants to know what we named our axe beak. Shh. It was Gormir Jr. I think there was a couple we had, but yeah, Gormir Jr. was definitely one of them. That's right. Next, we have Azers. Azer, fiery smiths of living metal. Azers are living bronze folk who work the primal elements of creation to craft weapons and magical wonders among the multiverse's mightiest infernos. Look at these boys. They're basically like fire dwarves. Yeah. They're just fire dwarves. They forge shit. I've never used an Azer before in my games. Blaze. Laser. Blazer. Yep, hotbed. That's it. Alright, that's it for all of the A's. Going in alphabetical order, next we have the B enemies. And again, I say enemies. You could find an Azer that's totally chill and will work with you. You know, it just depends on the game you're playing. Shit. Next we have the Balor or the Balor. If you know Lord of the Rings, it's that. The thing that pulls old dude, freaking Dumbledore, down in the mines. Look at these. Look at this guy, man. Sheesh. God damn, boy. There's a big ass boy right there. It's cool because it has like the flame whip. It is old Iron King. The Balrog. That's it. Yep, Balrog. Flame whip, and it has a lightning sword. These things, they're from the abyss, so these would be demons. Yeah, demons. Huge fiend, demonic, chaotic evil. That's as evil as you can get, man. Balor's embodied demons, ruinous fury and hatred. Towering winged terrors. These demonic warlords seethe with wrath, their rage erupting in waves of fire, and as a pair of vicious weapons, a sword of crackling lightning and a whip of lashing flames. A Balor's fury persists until the moment of its demise, at which point it explodes. A last act of vengeance against those who slew it. Demon lords and evil gods harness Balor's rage by making Balor's commanders of armies or guardians of grave secrets. So think about like the strongest demons and devils in existence. Think about like Asmodeus. Asmodeus is like the devil. He's like the leader of the hells. He would have a Balor lead his armies. That's how strong these guys are. Pretty baller. These guys have a CR of 19. So these are some end game bad guys right here. Pretty gnarly. Next. So a little bit ago we talked about the assassins, right? Next we have bandits. You could fight bandits. Very common, very early game bad guys. We fought some bandits really early in our current D&D game. Bandits use the threat of violence to take what they want. Such criminals include gang members, desperados, and lawless mercenaries. Yet not all bandits are motivated by greed. Some are driven to lives of crime by unjust laws, desperation, or threats of merciless leaders. So even bandits can be good guys. Freaking Robin Hood is a bandit, right? I hear he's a pretty cool dude. So we have your regular bandit, CR 1/8. So pretty much you could throw a handful of bandits at a level 1 party, and it'll be okay. The bandit captain, CR2. They're quite a bit stronger. They have a pistol. They can shoot you with a gun. The bandit deceiver. Bandit deceivers use magic to disguise their activities or create flashy distractions. And the bandit crime lord. Bandit crime lords manipulate shadowy organizations and prioritize their own survival over any single lackey or plot. Crime lords are a big deal. Next, we get the Banshee. Look at that cutie. That's a good one. Heralds of doom and plagues on the living. Banshees are spirits obsessed by unresolved bitterness or sorrow. These storied phantoms slay any who glimpse them or hear their baleful wails. Although any tormented soul can arise as a banshee, some elven communities particularly fear them and believe that those who hoard or destroy beauty, natural or otherwise, risk returning as a banshee. So banshees are CR4 creatures. So think 4 level 4 characters can fight one of these, and it should be okay. Banshees are one of the secret killers in D&D because they have an ability called Deathly Wail that they can use once a day. And this move, it says the Banshee releases a mournful wail if it isn't in sunlight. So it needs to be dark. Now, when the Banshee does this deathly wail, all of the characters within 30 feet that can hear the wail, they need to roll a dice. They need to make a Constitution saving throw. So they roll a d20, add their Constitution save modifier, whatever that is, different for every character. And if they don't beat a 13, then they drop to 0 hit points, and they are unconscious immediately. They can go from full health. They hear that cry, boom, they're unconscious, and they're dying. They're in the process of dying already. CR4, they could be an early level bad guy and just kill somebody like that. Pretty cool. Next, we've talked about demons. Let's talk about devils. We have the Barbed Devil. Hell yeah, dude. Pretty sick art. Infernal Collectors. Barbed devils fanatically protect troves of treasure and scour the plains of existence for additions to their hoards. Also known as Hamatulas among the ranks of the Nine Hells. These devils bedeck their barbed hides with their most prized possessions and trophies taken from those who failed to steal from them. When threatened, barbed devils strike with their thorny limbs and hurl infernal flame. Looks like my old math teacher. Hell yeah, dude. I told Kevin I need a new iPad, and he said, get a Surface. And I said, I want to use Procreate. And he said, are you sure you have a pretty bad record with that damn Procreate? I get it. So there we go. Barbed Devil. Next, we have the Balgura. Another demon. This is demon of instinct and primal violence. Look at that guy. Looks like a demon orangutan. Woo. Monster, before I gotta do some work. Monkey. The Balgura. Balguras are demons that embody brutality and killer instinct. Killer instinct. They ruthlessly hunt creatures that enter their territories, whether such places are abyssal wildernesses or locations where these demons have been conjured by wicked magic users. Balguras litter their territories with fiendish icons and terrifying evidence of their kills. So big old monkey gorilla demon. Good stuff. We have not, I don't think I've used a Balgura in any of my games. I have used a Barbed Devil though. Towards the end of our last campaign, the players had to go to the Nine Hells for reasons, and they made it to the city of Dis, where a lot of Dis jokes were made. Like, welcome to Dis City. Anyways, they showed up to the city of Dis, and a Barbed Devil acted as a guide through the city, kind of like a tour guide. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Next, we have the Basilisk. Boosh. Badoosh. I've used a Basilisk in one of our games as well. Last campaign. What was the basilisk's name? Do you remember? Star and or Kevin, if you're listening. No. No, Durgan. Not a snake. Kevin said we didn't make any diss jokes. We wouldn't do that. Nice. Basilisk. Reptilian guardian with a petrifying gaze. Kenny. That's right. Basilisks are ponderous predators with 8 clawed legs, crystalline spines, and mighty jaws. Rather than chasing prey, they use their supernatural gaze to turn creatures to stone and then consume these victims at their leisure. While basilisks are most comfortable in subterranean layers, many are captured and kept by unscrupulous folk seeking guardians for their treasures. Yeah, so these are 8-legged lizards that can look at people and turn them to stone. And when they turn to stone, then they take their time. They just eat you as you've turned to stone already. Good stuff. In our last campaign, I used one. The group was looking for this wizard tower, and the wizard in that tower had a guardian basilisk, but their eyes had been, I don't know if they were removed or they were just damaged, so they could not use the petrifying gaze because the basilisk was pretty much domesticated. It was like a pet. That's exactly right, Candy. You nailed it. You freaking nailed it. And so this, instead of having a neutral or evil or good, it said they are unaligned, because this is just like an animal, you know. It's just nature. Nature takes its course with these guys. They're not evil or good or anything. All right, Candy. Thanks for hanging out. This was fun. Good. I'm glad. It was not what I wanted to do, but here we are. Thanks for hanging out. Right, yeah. So basilisks are. It seems that the common denominator is turning things to stone or petrifying things. That's kind of the basilisk thing. Next, we have another devil. The bearded devil. Literally me. Look at that guy. Bearded devils, also known as Barbazus, fill the legions of the 9 hells. The spear is sick. These cruel soldiers follow the orders of diabolical generals as they defend infernal realms, invade material plane worlds, and clash against demons in planes-spanning conflicts. So, whereas at the top here, the Balor was the general of the armies, the bearded devils were the soldiers of those armies, of these devil hellish armies. I know the art here is very spear. It looks like a spear, but here it's called an infernal glaive as a weapon. There's a lot of shit going on with just this glaive here. Next, we have a monster that I've always liked, but I've never used it yet. This is called a Behir. Pretty much a big old salamanderish lizard that uses lightning. It's a big old lightning lizard. 12-legged reptilian predators, Behirs endlessly hunt for their next meal. Their short legs propel them quickly across floors and walls. Any prey that Behirs can't chase down, they blast with breaths of powerful lightning. Legends claim the first Behirs were magically created by storm giants. Pretty cool. So very, very, basic as far as a monster is just a lizard that shoots lightning, but I always like the look of them. They're very cool. And they're huge. They're big. I like that. Next, we have, depending on who you ask, this could be the most iconic monster in all of D&D, besides like a dragon, right? We have the Beholder. Very iconic. This was one of the monsters that is specific to D&D. The guy that made D&D created the Beholder. The floating eyeballs from Doom, they exist because the guy that made D&D made the Beholder. They're very strong. Yes. You see, so it's pretty much a big old floating eyeball with a mouth. But then they have these little tendrils, right? Each one of these tendrils shoots a different magical beam. And they're not nice. Some of them can do things like cast telekinesis and make you float. He can pretty much fling you up and drop you to make you fall. Some can shoot you and turn you to stone. Or one of them can hit you and disintegrate you and turn you to ash. Beholders, also known as eye tyrants, number among the most notorious inhabitants of the Underdark. Few creatures in the multiverse are as loathed and feared as these maniacal horrors. Hell yeah. Lawful evil. So here's the rays. You can be a charm ray. You become charmed and you don't want to fight it. Paralyzing. It'll paralyze you. How do you beat it? Player characters can become so strong, Meg. It is crazy. I mean, I used one in our last campaign. Now it came down. I'll tell you a story. How about that? Story time. Our players, which at the time there was 3 players. It was Star, Kevin, who, I don't know if Star's making him listen to this or I don't know, but he's here in spirit, and no, not Brother Jar. Our other friend Austin. Okay, 3 players. They needed to take a boat. They needed to travel somewhere on a boat, so they were on the open ocean. It was nighttime, and the wizard Kevin, who was a wizard at the time, he has a spell called the Magnificent Mansion, which basically he can create a door, just makes a door appear somewhere, and when you open the door, you walk in, and it's whatever the wizard wants it to be. He wanted it to be this huge tower where him and his friends can rest, and he has other magic shit going on that we don't need to get into. So they're not sleeping in the boat for the night. They go to sleep, they wake up the next morning, they walk out of the tower, and they're on the boat, right? Because the boat had been traveling all night. When they walk onto the boat, they discover that the crew had been slaughtered by these fish people called the Sahaugen, which we might get to depending on how late we go. They're in the S's. And the players walk onto the boat and they kill all of these evil sea creatures. And then, without being too dramatic, one of these beholders emerges from the water. And they have to fight one of these. Now, again, there's 3 players that the beholder's fighting. And so you see, it has all these eyes, and it's all these little noodles here do a different thing. To do that, as the DM, so there's 10 little noodles that do different attacks. I think it says somewhere. So here it says randomly. In the old book, it said the DM could just choose which ray that the beholder does. I liked the random, chaotic nature of it, so I always roll a D10, so a 10-sided dice, to see what type of ray that it uses. 2 times in a row, it used the petrification ray. Pretty much turned things to stone. It hit Star's character, and it hit our other friend Austin's character. And they did not roll well against it, so they were both turned to stone statues. So that left just our wizard, Kevin, 1v1ing a beholder on a boat in the middle of the ocean. And through wits and trickery, he was able to the wizard was able to cast banishment, a banishment spell on the beholder, sending it back to the plane that it was created at, and it was gone. But then that led to, like, the next session he had to teleport his petrified friends somewhere. He teleported them somewhere else so they could be, because even though if you get petrified, it can be fixed through certain means. So they took care of that, and the players were fine. But it was looking back, because if he got killed, then those people were just stranded in the middle of the ocean on a boat, turned to stone. Who knows what would have happened? So I'm glad he didn't die. But that's our beholder story. It was fun. Next we have berserkers. So these are just like the bandits and the assassins. These are just like, if you have a barbarian tribe out in the middle of the forest, you could probably use the berserker stats for these people. Not much to talk about. And now we have our first dragon. Our first dragons, I should say. The Black Dragon. Whoo-wee. Man, my players, they fought an ancient black dragon at the end, towards the end of our last campaign. Dragons of decay and despair. Black dragons delight in suffering and ruin, while other chromatic dragons scheme for power and wealth. These dragons seek to tear down all they see and rule over what remains. They live in swamps. We have black dragon wormlings, so babies. That's what the baby looks like. How adorable is that guy? The little fella. We have young black dragons. We have adults. That's kind of the size comparison for an adult compared to this human right here. He's busting through this place. I don't know how this dragon got in here. And then we have the ancient black dragon. If a dragon becomes ancient, then I believe that means that they have hit at least 1,000 years old. Maybe it's 500 to 1,000. I don't remember. But, yeah. Ancient black dragons are nasty. They breathe acid. They have acid breath. Scary shit. Next, something that sounds really funny, but it's not. The black pudding. We have our first ooze creature. That's a black pudding. You can see this character here is not having a good time with the black pudding. Black puddings are shapeless masses of predatory cells. Once a pudding detects organic matter, it oozes toward its prey, dissolving living matter and various objects. If a black pudding is split by lightning or slashing attacks, it divides into two smaller independent puddings. So you could go to cut this ooze in half and it turns into two black puddings instead of one. So that's pretty cool. And I like this. It says black pudding sources. These are ideas for the DM as to how the black pudding was created. And this one says an ancient black dragon's acidic saliva. So the acid that the dragon breathes turns into one of these black puddings. That's pretty cool. I like that. Next, we have blights. There are, wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, there are 5 different kinds of blights. Blights sprouted from evil. Blights are malicious plants that sprout from deep-rooted evil. Their gnarled forms twist with fearsome features suggestive of human limbs and vicious maws. Blights lurk in ambush amid mundane vegetation and lash out at non-plant creatures. While blights can act independently, they're usually motivated by whatever sinister forces spawn them or by wicked creatures with control over nature. So let's check it out. We got the twig blight. Just this thing made of sticks. Not too threatening, really. Just shoot some fire at it. You got a nice bonfire. These are very, very weak. Like a level 1 party could handle a couple of these at once. The needle blight. That'd be this fellow right here. The vine blight, which would be this guy right here. I'm going to sneeze again. Oh my god. And a tree blight. A whole tree. And then a Gulthias blight. What is that? Oh boy. Shit, a Gulthias blight is like all of them mixed together. Good time. And now we have a fun one. The Blink Dog. This is the dog that can teleport. That's it. This dog teleports. Nothing else to it. We got a couple good ones coming up. Back to back to back to back. We have a brand new monster for this book. The Blob of Annihilation. All-consuming cosmic entropy unleashed.
The blob of annihilation is a coagulation of cosmic entropy conjoined to the remains of dead gods. This malicious entity drifts through wild space and multiversal expanses inimical to life. Vast regions where the chance of encountering it is low.
You can see here, this thing is enveloping an entire village. That's not good. CR23, this is the strongest thing that we've seen so far in the book. This blob of annihilation. This can wreck entire cities. I like that. We have our next dragons. The blue dragons. Good night, Star. I guess I'll end with the blue dragon, and then we'll be done. We got through A's and halfway through B's. Sheesh. Dragon Wormling. Adult blue. I like each of the different kinds of dragons has like a specific physical feature besides just their scale color that makes them different. Where is he? The black dragons, they have like these bullhorn looking things here. That's kind of the thing that is different for the black dragons. And the blue dragons, they all have like this rhinoceros horn. It's pretty cool. Here's our ancient blue dragon. Look at I love the scale, just how big it is. It's on top of this castle. This is a metal album cover that we have here. I like a lot. Thank you very much. Okay. Well, here we are. We made it to the end of another wonderful streaming session. That was so much fun. Thank you all for hanging out. Sorry we didn't play games like I wanted to, but here we are. Mank, Star, John, Candy, Al. Hopefully I didn't miss one of you guys. I feel like I always do, but I don't think I did. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Y'all are the best. And I care deeply about you. So until next time. Goodbye again, cuz.